What's up, YouTube? We back with another review. This is Kaiju #8. Let's get into it. It starts off in a town, but it's being heavily monitored. What's going on? What are they looking for? And just as I say that, a monster arrives. It emerges out of the water. It's a kaiju. They issue out an alert to the city. It's a kaiju. Everybody seek shelter. Run. Hide. And as this beast is wreaking havoc, the town doesn't seem too much worried. They seem used to this. The reinforcements then arrive. They're like the army. They come to contain the beast. They pull up blasting. Oh my goodness. And as they're getting this beast's attention, they're stopping it. An elite squad comes through. It's a defense squad. And they come through on time and they get the blasting. But one of these soldiers in particular is way more elite than the other ones because she jumps out of the helicopter so gracefully. And as she pulls out her weapon, she targets the kaiju. She clicks and boom, she shoots it, ripping a hole through it, blowing his guts and blood everywhere. Oh my God, who is this woman? So the defense squad goes ahead and neutralizes the kaiju. They go and get praise from the citizens. They celebrate them. They're like the heroes of the town. And so as they're being celebrated, another team arrives. These are the cleanup crew. This is the crew that has to come in after the kaiju has been defeated and bloods and guts and everything's all over the city and they must clean it up. And so a new character arrives. His name is Kafka Habino. He goes along and says that nobody appreciates the job that they do as the cleanup crew, but they praise the defense squad. And so this Kafka, they go along and doing their job and cleaning up the kaiju. And if things couldn't get worse, he gets a new job. He has to go clean the intestines and clean the doo-doo. He really has to clean out the intestines and clean out the doo-doo of a kaiju. What a job. As he finishes duties, he goes home. But the news telecast is on. It's explaining how great the defense squad is and how they defeated the kaiju. But it also goes and introduces us to the main character, the female. Her name is Mina Ashiro. It's the lady with all the ore who destroyed the kaiju with one blow. And so the news goes on and praises her for being the captain of the defense squad and how good she is. Kafka, he goes back into a flashback. Him and this Mina Ashiro, they're actually childhood friends. And as he's watching her being praised as being this defense squad captain, he's thinking back like, how could I become the cleanup crew and clean up kaijus? And she becomes this top defense squad captain with all this praise. And so after the sulking, we get to the next scene. He goes to work the next day. To his surprise, his coworkers let him know that they have a new employee. And this new employee name is Ichikawa Reno. But what's ironic about it is this new young character, Ichikawa, he wants to join the defense squad. His coworkers go along and tease him and say, hey, he wanted to be a defense squad member too, but he quit and gave up. So Ichikawa asks him, why did you give up? And he basically says, hey man, I tried my best. But he says, there's always somebody out there better. Sometimes you just have to give up. And as he says that, Ichikawa replies like, no, I'm not going to give up. He says he'll fight till he die. He's going to make the defense squad. And so after that brief chat, it's back to intestine cleaning and a doo-doo job. And after a hard day at work, Ichikawa talks to Kafka. He tells him, hey, thank you. You helped me get through the first day of the job. But what he also tells Kafka is that the defense squad has also raised the age of 32 to join the squad. But he's like, hey, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but you should try it. So they finish their chat and he tells the Ichikawa, he says, hey, thank you, man. You're nicer than I thought. And as they're getting ready to leave, out of nowhere, a Yoju arrives. It's a monster. It looks to attack Ichikawa. But just in time, Kafka saves him. And so as this beast is attacking, he tells Ichikawa to go run, go find somewhere safe. It's not safe here. After they get through arguing about him trying to stay and fight with him, he tells him, hey, you want to join the defense squad, right? Then you can't die here. And so he leaves. So now it's just him against the Yoju. He's like, come on, you want to fight somebody? Let's fight me. And so as he's being chased by this insane monster, he's trying to get away from it. And he managed to get away from it by entering like a small room. And as he's running, trying to get away. He sees a window. He jumps out the window and he's like, forget it. This is the end. He's going to jump out the window and die. And at the moment that he's jumping out the window, he goes back into a flashback of him and Mina Ashiro when they were little kids. It goes back to when they were young, when they was little kids, and a kaiju had destroyed their home and their village. After arguing about the things that they lost, they both pledged to become defense squad officers. After the short flashback, it goes back to him being chased by the Yoju. And as he stands his guard, he says, I'm not scared of you. So the Yoju smashes him and breaks his leg. And as he's just laying there, he's laying in pain, he's thinking back, he's like, how did it come to this? I'm finna die. And so as the monster goes to kill him, Ichikawa comes back and he lands a blow on the monster, barely saving Kafka's life. Kafka yells at Ichikawa. He tells him, hey, what are you doing back here? I told you to run. And Ichikawa says, how can I be in a defense squad if I can't protect you? He says, I'm not going to let you die here. And so as Kafka's on the ground, he's laid out. He's cut up and bruised. He's thinking to himself, he's so weak. He's so powerless. He's saying, I'm still weak. I'm still weak. I can't do anything. And so as the monster looks to land a killing blow that takes them both out, it looks like this is the end for them. It looks like they're going to die. But out of nowhere, somebody arrives. It's Mina. Mina destroys the monster, showing just how powerful a defense squad captain is. And as he's getting treated for his wounds, he's just laying there like, man, this woman is amazing. And so after that, it goes to the next morning, they're in the hospital. And as he's waking up, he's thinking to himself, man, Mina has left me in the dust. She's so powerful and strong. And as he's thinking to himself, Ichikawa tells him, hey, thank you. If it wasn't for you, I would have been dead. He was like, you're so cool. And so Kafka is surprised by this. He's like, I'm cool. What? And so Ichikawa tells him, hey, you shouldn't give up on the defense squad. You should keep going. He agrees. He says, yes, man, I can't keep running from it. I got to join. So he decides he's going to join. And right as he's thinking this, a small kaiju arrives and it says, I found you. And so next, the craziest thing happens. This kaiju enters his body and turns him into a kaiju. He has an insane transformation. What? He turns into a kaiju? This is insane. So that pretty much wraps up the episode. That's the end of it. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.